My fiancé's best friend's wife has been cold and rude to me since we got engaged, and now she's invited to our wedding. I don't want her there, but he says we can't uninvite her. Hosted by you Classy Polar Bear 1072. I don't really know what to do, and there is so much backstory here, but I am really stressing about this girl that's invited to my wedding. I'm not really sure where to start because there is a lot that has led up to this moment. Ultimately, my fiancé has had Matt as his best friend for 20 years. Matt is a cool and solid guy, but not trustworthy. Matt just got married to Kat a couple weeks ago, but they had been engaged since 2022. They were never in a rush to get married, and anytime anyone asked, that's exactly what they said. After my fiancé and I got engaged, winter 2025, and we knew we wanted a short engagement, Matt and Kat immediately started planning their wedding after they found out. Anytime I tried to talk to Kat about her wedding or otherwise, she either gave me an attitude or flat out ignored me. Unless she has had a few drinks where she asks about the tea, she ignores my existence completely. When I attended her bridal shower and wedding, she wouldn't even look in my direction, and when I went up to congratulate her, she sounded less than enthused about it. I recently found out that Kat has been saying terrible things about me when I'm not around and essentially tries to turn one of my closest friends against me. It seems to be working according to the people I heard from that Kat was talking bad. They think she might be upset that I'm stealing her man's best friend from him. But what? I don't think that makes sense. I don't want her starting any drama at my wedding. I don't want to be stressed that she and my other close friend are spending time together at my wedding. But this is technically my fiancé's call, right? Since it's his best friend's wife, it's as much his day as it is mine, but I don't want this girl bringing her shadow and putting a damper on the whole thing. What could the solution be here? Relevant comments. Commenter 1. I think you are going to have a lot more drama if you don't invite her tbh. Just don't sit her with your friends. Op response. Yeah, you're right about the drama. We are having a small ceremony, though 40 people, and there's no seating assignment at the restaurant we booked. It's a buffet and kinda just a lounge type of vibe. Commenter 2. Tough. It's not just your wedding, it's also your fiancé's wedding, as you said, and I'm sure he'd prefer it if his best friend had his wife there. Seat her elsewhere and just suck it up for the day. Op response. Actually, he doesn't like her either. Commenter 3. Op, is this a pattern for you? And by this I mean feeling like you have to manage everyone else's emotions to avoid conflict. The reason I ask is that your other post suggests maybe you find it deeply uncomfortable to put yourself forward or let other people manage their own reactions. If I'm wrong, then I'll shut my mouth. If I'm not and this is a pattern, I feel for you. It's a hard pattern to break, but with work it is possible. Finally, let people talk about you if you want. It only affects your life if you let it. Be unbothered and focus on yourself. Op response. Thank you for this. I've actually done a lot of work to get where I am, but it's still a work in progress. I've always had issues with feeling like I'm a burden to others and just putting myself last because it's easier to regulate my emotions than deal with other people's emotions. That's being said, I figured that a wedding day was important enough to put myself first, but I'm not the only one in the picture here. It's my fiancé also. Also, I don't care in the slightest if people talk about me, I just don't want that vibe at my wedding. Commenter 4. You said that Kat was starting to turn people against you. There's a difference between being too wimpy to speak up and switching sides. Op response. Maybe I'm viewing it the wrong way. I understand everyone has their stuff going on, but I've been reaching out to my friend to get together with her since the spring. Without fail, she will cancel or change plans, which never end up happening. But always makes time for Kat. I've gone out of my way for this friend many times, maybe I'm missing something, and I should definitely have a conversation with her directly as soon as I can. But something seems fishy. Maybe Kat didn't turn this friend against me per se, but something is different than it used to be before Kat showed up. But thank you for helping me realize that I need to talk to my friend before jumping to conclusions. Update 2 weeks later. Okay, so fiancé and I talked. He had been growing kinda distant from this friend anyway, so he basically told me that we won't pay attention to them since it's our wedding and afterwards, we don't really need to associate with them. After this talk, his best friend, Matt, called him on a Saturday afternoon and invited us to his son's birthday party. When fiancé told me about this, I asked who was gonna be there. Is it a small thing or was this planned, and we were an afterthought? Matt's wife, Kat, would have done all the inviting to the party. Well, we show up and we were definitely an afterthought. This party was pretty huge. Grandparents and great-grandparents were there, all their friends and their families, etc. We ended up staying for a little bit but leaving before most of the others. We kept to the plan we spoke about, even though the whole party thing hurt, especially since my fiancé is supposed to be this kid's godparent. Anyway, wedding day comes and this group of friends is running late. My fiancé kept walking away from the officiant when they asked if we were ready to start to buy time for the friends to show up. They were probably 20 mins late. Whatever. I don't care, I'm as cool as a cucumber and am just going with the flow of the day. We get through the ceremony without a hitch after they arrive. After the ceremony, we do posed pics. Family, friends, etc. We get to the girl's pic and Kat is like, "Do you want me in this?" I'm agreeable cause I'm in a fantastic mood and don't really think anything of it. At the reception, though, some of my high school friends tell me Kat is being weird, rude, and whatever. My other friend told me at the end of the night that Kat announced her pregnancy when I was in the other room. All in all, there was no direct drama with me, and the day was everything I could have asked for and more. I think at this point, we are planning on keeping these friends at arm's length and just living our lives. Thanks to everyone who gave me constructive advice. It was helpful to get some outsider's perspective. Top comment. Commenter. In this situation, I think keeping these friends at arm's length should mean not doing anything purposely to engage with them and leave the burden of mending the relationship on them. If they don't, then you know that they're no longer really friends, and you can cut your losses. You all sound really young, so you've probably not yet learned that a lot of friendships you make early in your adulthood don't survive as you all grow, mature, and choose different paths in life. Congrats on your wedding, and I hope a very long and fulfilling marriage for you.